Hello everyone, Dinosaur here, and welcome to the first of many future live streams. We're going to start a series of these because I'm copying Kiki. Because I want to get some hype around a future project of mine, which is I'm very much looking forward to. So yeah, you're in social studies. Well, you got your priorities straight, okay? So yeah. If you can't tell, I've started post-production or pre-production of DIR Season 4. Last night, I was in a call with Gibson, the creator of Dinosaur Island, which, this is a sequel to, and I told him the entire story, and he loved it. He thought it was one of the most unique ideas we've had for a season ever. So yeah, very good. As a very good motivator for me to keep going with this project. And I'm just here to discuss it with you guys, get the hype going. Because it is less than a year till Season 4 comes out. It's still a long time, but less than a year, so. We're not discussing that in this stream, Manuel, Forshand, maybe later, but I want to keep the start focused around DIR Season 4, because it's exciting stuff. This is the best thing I've ever made. Ever written, at least so far. The story is amazing. I don't want to toot my own horn, but people have told me this as well. So the story's amazing. It's a very cinematic story. Will I make money off DIR? Yes, from monetization. I'm excited for it, Camel. Well, if you guys are excited, do you guys have any questions? Because that's what these streams are mainly going to be about. Getting some hype around the series. Because honestly, this season is going to be one of the most unique, and I'm going to say one of the best seasons of any Dino Tube show ever. Honestly. I'm not even joking. I have so much faith in this, and I think I've written it really well. And I think, although my camera isn't as good as Gibson's or others, my editing's just as good, I'd say, with Cenozoic. So don't worry, guys. Who gave Buck his scars? It's a very good question. That's one of the things we're finding out throughout the show, so I'm afraid I can't tell you that. But do know you will find out during the show what happened. From a toe disease within 5 seconds. Bloodtooth will come back from the dead and die from a toe disease within 5 seconds. I cannot confirm or deny whether or not Bloodtooth will come back from the dead and die of a toe disease. You want to know how I got these scars? Yes, I do. And you guys should too. If you can't tell, here's Buck in his Season 4 state. What can I tell you about this show? This season links a lot to DI Season 5, which this is coming out afterwards. I've not watched a single episode of DIR, yet I'm very interested for Season 4. You should be, because the whole narrative of Season 4 is that half of it is set in the present day and half of it's set in the past. Not distant past, but like the past of a few months. And it's all centered around Buck in both of these. We're getting introduced to the start of Buck, and we're eventually going to build up and find all these mysteries, what's happened to everyone in the herd, who's alive, who's dead, stuff like that. So, while both of them have very interesting and unique storylines going through the whole thing. So yeah, there's a little bit of a synopsis of like what to expect from this season. It's going to be really cool. And it's going to be, so me and Gibson were talking, we went through the whole story. This is one of the most grimmest, depressing seasons ever. Now, it's really grim. Like, one of the themes I wanted to do in this season, when I went into the writing, was that I wanted to have the theme of just the harshness and brutality of nature. So there's a lot of brutal scenes in this, which are just, and you know, it's all about survival, and these animals are very much struggling. There's a lot of deaths in this season, if you can't tell. There's definitely a bloodbath throughout a lot of it. And one very interesting thing is there is a new main villain coming in this season, which is going to be, I think, a fan favorite. This villain is really, really cool. Gibson loved him. Gibson loved it, and yeah, I definitely love it as well. So look forward to that. It's a figure I'm repainting, so it's gonna have a completely different paint color scheme from what the original figure is. Does he talk, this villain? No, these are normal dinosaurs. Tony was a jackass. But that's the main villain. We have multiple other villains in this season as well. Spanning throughout the entirety of Buck's journey, he faces many different villains. And has many different challenges to go through throughout this season. So I am Kiki because you did such a good job at hyping your show. I wanted to also hype mine up. So I thought these streams would be the best way to do it. Like I said, I went through the whole script with Gibson last night, and he loved it. He loved it so much, and it was just a lot of fun talking to him about it. Honestly, what species is the big DIR villain? I'm afraid I cannot tell you. That's something we'll build up to eventually. You guys will find out in, you know, probably the first trailer what species it is. But that's all the info you'll get on that. Just know this character is incredibly interesting. The Monster Commanderis, no. It's not in the same level as that. This isn't a through the entire ecosystem kind of villain. It's just, it's very interesting. So it's Herrera, no. Fang. That's an interesting theory that Fang might be it. Sorry, will this villain be like or better than Fang and Caroline? I think better, but definitely similar. They're both terrible characters. I'd say better, personally. Let's codename the big villain Dirt. Let's not. Cam, you're great at making antagonists. Thank you very much, Kiki. There's some really cool antagonists throughout this season. Seriously. You have it in the bag. Thank you. Thanks, Kiki. I have all the way up to episode 8 written so far. And I have the final episode written. So it's the little space between that. I don't know how many episodes this season's going to be. Right now it's looking to be 10, maybe. Will we see the T-Rexes like Junior or Tyrant? There are definitely T-Rex characters in this season. You'll have to wait and find out which ones are in it. I'll tell you, this villain is related to a character we have seen in a previous season of either my show or Gibson's show. I won't confirm which one, but it's the child of one of those characters. So, yeah. I think they look great, Kiki. Once again, I don't want to stray too far off DIR Season 4, but I'll answer that quick question. They look really good. I can't tell you Billy Goat, I'm sorry. You may have Billy in your name, but we have a lot of suggestions in the chat. Someone says Grey Fang's son. Someone says the child of Jane. Both very interesting and definitely possible answers. I won't say they're garbage because those are very good suggestions there. I revealed a bit to Kiki. I didn't want to spoil it for him, whereas with Gibson, I told him the entire season. All the deaths, every scene, every episode. It's Saber. Saber is going to kill his uncle. Keep in mind, this season is only about Buck's story. We're following Buck. So, something like that probably, if I was going to do that, wouldn't be in this season, because that is very much a T-Rex plot. Think more, I don't know. I'm just trying to say that this is Buck's season. Buck is the main character of this season. Everyone else is side characters. And it is his journey we follow. We don't stray off and follow other characters. It's only characters that are around him that we focus on. Well, is Saber going to be in it? I can't confirm or deny whether Saber's going to be in this or not. It's just too far away. Now, I'll tell you the release date. The release date is October 31st, or Halloween of 2019, because DI isn't coming out then. And I really wanted this to feel like the sequel to DI. And it's very much linked to Season 5 as well, so it's going to be a really good follow-up after that. Let's see what the comments were that I just missed. Guys, you heard it here first. DIR Season 4 is my most hyped DI show of all time by KikiZilla101. Thank you very much, Kiki. You've told me this already, but it's nice. I love it you're telling other people. It's great promotion for the show. Are you ever going to be a cheeseburger in DIR? No. If there's anything I want in this season, is some more Stegosaurids, or Stegosaurus in general. Well, there is a pretty big scene that involves a Stegosaurid, so I'll tell you that. You know, that's something I can tell you. So happy that you're putting out a good promo campaign. I really want to hype this up, Kiki, so yeah. I'm following in your footsteps a little bit. Not to the same extent. I'm not going on to this other social media platforms. But on my main channel, I will be promoting this heavily. And much like Gibson, I'll be posting some promo images first to show you guys. Those will be the first proper teasers we see. Yes, thank you. I want it now. Don't worry, well, you have to wait a little while. Red Sail? You think Red Sail is going to be the main villain? That's a very interesting theory. Certainly very interesting. Now, as I was saying earlier, this is the grittiest season of, I'd say, any show like this. Honestly, me and Gibson really sat and thought about this all last night, and it was really just, it's a really gritty, you know, boots on the ground kind of story. It's very just grim, and like I said, I wanted one of the main themes to be the harshness of nature, and there's just so much. It's a very, you just watch it, I guess. You know, it's quite a, it's a great story. I'm gonna pat myself on the back when I know I've done good, and I know I have done good for this season. It's honestly the best thing I think I will ever make. At least so far, because my plans for DIR continue to Season 7, and I'm really excited for the final season because I have an amazing idea which I talked about with Gibson, and he approved. So I'm so honored that I've actually helped inspire your promotional campaign. Thanks, Kiki. You know, I'm glad I could make you feel honored. I may have already asked this, but are you going to use Mattel figures in Season 4? No, I won't be using Mattel figures in Season 4. But I'll be using Mattel figures for so much stuff on my channel. So if you want to see those figures, there's other stuff on this channel you can go watch. It's fine. Red Sail killed Jasper. That son of a bitch Spinosaur. He did kill Jasper. Hey, if you want Stegosaurids, check out Mesozonia when it comes out. Sponsoring. Yeah, check out Mesozonia, guys. Plays some Fallen Kingdom music in the background. What happened to Red Sail? I imagine he's still out there. So yeah. Now you're sounding like me. Dude, stop. You're hyping me too much. I'm sorry, Kiki. I need to I really want to get this, you know, hyped up. I sadly could never find much enjoyment in DIR seasons 1 to 3. I wanted to enjoy it, but I couldn't. But now with DIR season 4, that will all change. Good luck, Camel, and make me like DIR finally. This season isn't going to make you like DIR. This season's going to make you love DIR. I'm telling you, this is honestly the best thing I will ever make for a while. Seriously, this is... I'm just so hyped to make it. This is my most passionate project right now. And I'm still going to be doing Cenozoic. But as soon as I finish Cenozoic, right into filming this, honestly. And I'm going to film the entire season before I even start uploading it or anything. So, yeah, don't worry. We're going to get consistent weekly uploads, guys, for the season when it starts coming out. Weekly uploads, everyone. So yeah, I'll pick a day. Well, I imagine, I don't know. Anyway, just seeing you so confident in your creation makes me so happy. I'm glad you're very happy, Kiki, and yes, I'm very confident in this. I think my talk with Gibson last night has just spurred me on so much as well. Just to know that he loves it in that amount. The creator of this show that I'm trying to homage in this season is just amazing. I love it. Hype is over 9,000. I want Sukamimus. After the stream, I'm going to rewatch DIR. I've seen like barely any of it, I'm honest, lol. Well, DIR season 1 and 2 are kind of meh. They're on the same level as season 1 and 2 of the original DI, and season 3 is a little bit better. The editing's kind of crap, but the quality's definitely gone up. And there's a great story in there revolving around Buck once again. And it's really crucial you watch season 3, I feel, of DIR. Season 2 and 3... I think, but actually for season 4, it's crucial you watched all past seasons because there's so many nods to those past ones, and it's Buck's story, and you gotta see it. My little Scots boy is becoming a Scotsman. I think my series is dropping same time as your trailer episode 1, so I may have to wait until you dropped episode 1. Well, don't worry. I'm so hyped, I'm gonna pass out. Yes, guys. Drinks an entire barrel of Pepsi due to sheer hype. Because everyone will be so hyped for your show. Oh, well, that's what I want. You watched every season of DIR. Thank you. I'm glad you did that. Tyrant versus Buck, who would win? I think it's a fairly fair fight, so I could see any of them winning, to be honest. Buck is extremely large Triceratops, and Tyrant is a very strong Tyrannosaurus Rex, so they're on par with each other. I watched I've read that comment. I don't play with dinosaurs, but now I want to film a prehistory before Gibson's DI. Cool. Buck DIR versus Spike MI. I don't know who Spike is, but I imagine they're another Ceratopsian. I've probably seen them in a trailer. I funnily only watched DIR because I needed to edit the DI wiki. Now I know all the lore. Well, that's great, because that'll give you a very good understanding of a lot of the stuff coming in next season. If this series is amazing, then Mr. Camel will be getting 58 boxes of scotch. I can't wait to get that scotch then, sorry. This is a story like we've never really seen before. I don't think any season's been this cinematic, at least, in its tone and just the way it's been shot together. On the concept. So I do think you guys are going to love this. It's very unique, is all I'm saying. The Papotrichon Emma. Okay, I know who you're talking about now, Kiki. Who wants him to get black teeth from drinking a shit ton of Pepsi? Well, that's a bit mean, man. I'm going to talk to him about it. Hopefully he says yes. Who's this? Oh, okay. Damn it, I need some pizza, popcorn, this show on Netflix, and DIR Season 4. Yes. Origins of Dinosaur Island. It all started with a Coelophysis refugee. That's great. We are really getting a beautiful diversity in DI shows. That's very true. 2019 is going to be a good year. Cenozoic's going to get finished and DIR is going to start being uploaded and go into 2020 though. Probably when it finishes, but still. DIR! Yes, DIR. Camel, listen to me. Wait, is there a scene where a dinosaur poops? I do have plans on possibly adding poop in this season. Just for tracking kind of purposes. Maybe not, but it's not out the window. But there's definitely not a scene where we see a dinosaur poop. Can DIR have pirates, and can it be called DIR? Love the pun, but sadly no. I love How to Train Your Dragon and DIR. I mean, I love the reborn. FBI, open up! Alright, let's keep it back to DIR, Augie the Circle. RID, make it canon. Revival in the dinosaurs. RID. Robots in disguise. Reborn 2019 actually isn't that bad. That's very true. There's a decent year. I might buy some of their stuff, like the Titan Boa. Anyway, I proceed to say, let's keep this DIR. Anyway, I find DIR overrated. FBI, open up! It's the FBI, open up! I'm gonna eat some ramen, if I have some, as I binge watch DIR. Awesome. I apologize for those past seasons, but it will all be made up with season 4, because this is my ultimate thing, I guess. This season's gonna rock, honestly. You guys are in for a treat. Don't apologize! Okay, Jesus, Kiki. We all have to start somewhere, yeah. Well, I've got to this point now, so I've grown. So yeah, there's going to be... This season is very linked to DI Season 5. So I took the old script from DI Season 5 when writing this and looked at what loose ends can I tie up that he leaves, and I did that, and that's some of the stuff Gibson really liked as well in the script. So there's a lot, you know, loose ends are tied up from DI, and there's a lot of references to DI in this. So it really does feel like a DI sequel, which is a feeling DIR never really had, to be honest. This really does feel, at least from the script alone, that, you know. And I'm sorry, people can bitch about DIR all they want, but I'm sorry, DIR Season 1 to 2 is not any better than DIR Season 1 to 2. Thanks, Kiki. Let's see. Can the FBI open up on Billy and they can try beat the crap out of the FBI? It can be called FBI... Oh god, I don't even know how to say that. Don't worry, no more of these questions, haha. Okay, who'd be the victor, James Franco or Saltosaurus? Saltosaurus. Actually, you know what? James Franco. DI Season 1 to 2 was absolutely shit. I don't think it was shit. I don't think they were shit. I think Season 2 of DI definitely had a better story than Season 1. He improved. So yeah. DI and DIR Season 1 to 2 are both equally shit. That's very true. I'd say he had better editing than I did, because I had these weird pauses in between all my stuff, so... apart from that, I'd say they're both equally crap. No, Kinky. No, Kinky, what the hell? So, yeah, we got some really cool stuff this season. DIR Season 3 and Season 3 are actually decent. Yeah, I'd say DIR Season 3 is definitely the best season, obviously, but I think the story's pretty good. DI Season 3 is better than DIR Season 3, and my main reason for that is, you know, it was a more refined story, and also the editing on that was better, because I had a bunch of fades in Season 3. God, I didn't know how to edit. It was my first time using my phone for editing. Now, this man's a pro. Why did you start DIR? Like, how did Gibson inspire you, and how did you find out about him? Well, I first came in the community in mid-2015 after watching Jurassic World. And I started watching Jurassic Collectibles and stuff, and eventually I found Gibson's channel. Loved the show, watched it all. And then I went on Facebook and joined a bunch of groups, and eventually found Gibson. And I was like, hey, can I do a like a sequel show? And he said yes, and that's where it came from there, so... Yeah, and I feel like I never really delivered on a sequel show. It's been a sequel show, but it hasn't felt like one. And this season really does feel like a DI season. I've gone to so much effort, and also an exciting thing is Gibson's going to be making me an intro sequence just like DI Season 5 has, but for DIR Season 4. So yeah, we're gonna have an intro, like, actual animation thing going on, which is gonna be really cool to have that. It's definitely gonna add some professionalism to the show and tie in also a bit more with DI. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. I can't wait to see what he does with that. I gave him the colors and what to say. So yeah. I really admire your honesty and openness about this. Well, you know, I'm glad. I admire you for admiring it. But I think DIR will straight up D-rank DI after Season 4. Really? I have no idea what's going to happen after Season 4 comes out. At the end of the day, it's all about the execution, and I'm not half-assing this. I'm definitely going to make this just perfect. Also, the Dinosaur Poop universe, how many bloody islands have dinosaurs? A lot. You'd be surprised how many. Hundreds. So you've heard all of DI Season 5 plot. I read the original script. He has made tweaks to it. Like, I didn't know Junior was going to be in the show at all. So that made me very happy, if you can imagine. So, I was very happy with that. Do you hate when Bigfoot shows do this? I'm not reading this Bigfoot thing. It's too long as well. I think DI's narrator is super. Yeah, Gibson's great at narrating, honestly. Amazing. Oh, they're not in the same universe, lol. Yeah, he was meaning in the whole, if the whole of them were one universe, how many islands there'd be? There'd be a shit ton. But yeah, for DIR, for the next 4 seasons, I'm really going for this darker approach, because at the end of the day, this is the end of the franchise, kind of. So we're really counting down to some darker kind of times, if you know what I mean. And I think Season 4 is a great way to start off. It's definitely one of the darkest seasons that will be made. Season 5 and 6 will be a bit more lighthearted and standard, more like just a normal DI season, where it's, you know, they're gonna have their own story arc between them. And then Season 7 is also another split, so I was originally gonna do a trilogy of Season 5, 6, and 7, but now it's gonna be just two connected seasons with a story between them of 5 and 6, and then Season 7 is the end-all grand story to the franchise, and it's honestly a really cool concept I've got down for that, so can't wait for you guys to see that. That's going to be really cool. But anyway, Season 4 still isn't out, and ultimately, at the end of the day, I think that will probably be the best thing I ever make, but, you know, I might surprise myself, so I got some really cool stuff lined up for DIR, though, honestly. Gonna completely revitalize the show. In fact, this season alone is just, I think, is gonna flip DIR from one of the bottom of the bigger shows to one of the top, hopefully. Kind of the same, this is the same level as Gibson with DI Season 4. It's definitely the same level of improvement. Possibly more, because, you know, I think the story for this season is really just something that I'm very, very proud of. So, yeah. Well, Gibson won't be doing anything after Season 6, so it'll be the end of Dinosaur Island. Yes, but this is the sequel to Dinosaur Island, so what I do will be the end of everything. So I've got some big shoes to fill. The darkest show on this channel, in my opinion, is Meso Bedroom. It's like World War I, but with prehistoric animals. That's definitely true. Just wait till you see DIR Season 4, though. It takes all the darkest bits of DIR Season 3 and amplifies them and spreads them throughout the whole show. There are moments, obviously, of happiness and joy. It would be just way too depressing if it was all terrible. But this is a very dark season. Not even just like narratively, the season itself. The present day is going to be visually darker than the past. So yeah. There you go. So like I said, it's going to be visually darker. That's another big kind of thing between the two, past and present. The past is a lot lighter, kind of happier, I guess you could say. The present is darker and more somber kind of feeling. So yeah. He's moving on to bigger and better things. That's definitely true. Meso Bedroom, it was a great thing when I was doing it. Now, anyway. Camel, every DI style show has it's something. I have an idea. Please, your one do quite a lot underwater. Well, this season will have 1 or 2 scenes underwater. There will be an underwater, not exclusively underwater scenes, but there will be underwater camera shots in this season. Don't you worry, your pretty little heads. If DIR Season 4 turns out well, I might include DIR in my top 5, along with DI, Cenozoic, MI, Toa, and Yakan Island. Well, that'd be awesome. I have certain scenes planned for Mesozonia that are, well, fucking depressing, so try me. I will try you. And, I don't know, maybe you can learn from some of the stuff I do in DIR Season 4. You can learn from some mistakes I'll inevitably make. But I think there is a lot of good stuff to learn from here, and I hope it inspires a new way of storytelling for a lot of you guys. That you don't need to stick to a more linear style of, let's follow a shit ton of characters, and let's just stay in one time zone, not do any of this visual kind of storytelling, because there is a lot of actual technical storytelling in this with my camera angles and stuff, you know, showing power levels and stuff just from the camera shots. Be creative with your show. That's always been my message. My message on this channel is to be creative. And this show, I really want to stand out and hopefully inspire a lot of you guys out there to be less linear with your shows, honestly. Because, sure, you can do the DI, and you can be like, yeah, I'll just follow, you know, like 5 or 6 characters. Or you can follow one character, like I'm doing here, across different timelines, different times, and have this season. This season has this constant sense of mystery, because we're always trying to figure out. We see what happens in the past, and then we're trying to figure out how that links back to the future. And there's all these. The main 2 questions we're asked throughout the whole entire season is, what happened to Buck? Why is he? What did this to him? Why does he have a horn missing, and a massive piece of his frill sheared off? The other question is, where's his herd? Who's alive? Who's dead? These are the questions we're asking throughout the entire season, and the entire season builds on this, and we find out more and more as we go along. So, yeah. While Camel actually understood Mesozonia stands for Mesozonia. Thanks for the suggestion, Kinky Zipper 101. Yeah, I saw that in Kiki's live stream. I think that's why I know what that is. Fun fact, no. My show was creative, totally didn't get off another YouTuber. What, you mean scavengers? To be fair, no one had done something like that as an entire show. So ultimately, at the end of the day, although it was not stolen, but a taken concept from somewhere else, you did make it your own, kind of. And the fact that you didn't have any other characters there. So I will admit your show did have creative elements to it. Don't worry. Anyway, like I said, I'm just so hyped for this season. I really want to make it, and I genuinely believe, I have all my belief that this will be one of the best seasons or shows of all time, honestly. You guys are going to love this. It might not appeal to everyone. It's not your standard kind of season that you get for these shows, so some of you guys might not like it. But for you people that are a bit more mature and want a way more serious and artistically different kind of season, this will definitely be the show for you. There's still huge action set pieces and scenes in this, and there's also peaceful moments of just relaxation and kind of just taking a break. There's everything you'd want in a season in here while still being different, honestly. I'm just here for the comedy. Well, don't worry. I have multiple sides of my channel. There's comedy reviews and this more kind of serious stuff, which I'm taking DIR and Cenozoic down. So don't worry. You'll still love the comedy stuff on this channel. It's only going to get better. The jokes are going to get better. The shows are going to get better. So don't worry. Mesozonia is a show I'm making, but let's not go into detail on this stream. I might stream soon discussing it. That's a good idea, because, you know, I don't know. Dilly dilly. Yillid yillid. But yeah. Now I can tell you, we've got some new members to the Ceratopsian herd this season. Not too many. Most of them are the same from the previous season. But I will tell you now, Buck has a mate and a daughter going into the season. This is one of the things his main story revolves around. So yeah, his wife, not his wife, his mate and his daughter. They're pretty big characters throughout the season. So, and that's not a spoiler, Kiki. That's just, I've not said their names or anything. It's the first scene of the season. We see these characters. So, anyway. I'm just giving a little tease to you guys that, these are 2 new characters that are going to be in the season. And I've spent a lot of time writing these characters to be likable, and so that they have a good connection with you guys and with Buck. So yeah, I want them to really fit in well and become likable characters. Back to the main villain of this season. This main villain is visually an amazing character. They bring so much with their look, and ultimately I think this will be a fan favorite. So yeah. Definitely this will be one of the coolest villains we've had in the DI history. I'm not saying that they're going to be the most not interesting, but they're definitely going to be really, really cool. And quite scary as well. There's some pretty cool horror scenes in this season. Some scenes of just pretty horrible stuff. There's an episode in particular that is terrifying. So, maybe not to you guys, because this is a show. You know you're watching a show, but it's not terrifying to you guys, but it's a very scary scene. You should add a Kayakasaurus onto DI. It's such an underrepresented species. Oh my god. Let me guess, it's the Indoraptor. No, like I said, I won't be using Mattel figures in this show, and definitely not the Indoraptor. Plot twist. Tony comes back to life and hunts down Buck, just like Yak Cat Island with Kristen. No, there will be no coming back to life of the characters in this show. From here on out, DIR is losing pretty much all of the anthropomorphized kind of stuff. These will be more like normal animals in this show, which is something DIR has had a problem with story-wise in the past. I've definitely taken that down to a bare minimum. There are still glimpses of that, it's like they have to convey some forms of emotion, but it's more realistic emotions, you know what I mean? It's not like Buck is telling Zeus to scratch his butt, It's Buck signals something, kind of stuff. It's really just, we're getting rid of all that stuff. So yeah. Also, like I said, there will be no coming back to life with any of these characters. They're not getting second chances. If they die, they are dead, and we will see them die. There are a lot of deaths, and like I said, the main focus of DIR going into forward into the future is it's a grim and harsh world these dinosaurs live in, and it's an unforgiving world. A slight mistake can mean certain doom, and I really want to convey that theme throughout the show. It's very, very unforgiving. Nature's harsh, that's just how it is, and if you mess up, you will die. So yeah. Dude got killed by Tony in DI Season 3, but instead of dying, he survived, losing his voice box to... Oh my god, no. Really hope Greyfang won't die, but who knows? That is even if Greyfang's in this season, because a lot of characters are in there from DIR, but they're more cameos, they'll be there for a scene or something like that. So there's a lot of cameos in this season, but we're not following their stories, Yeah, that's perfect with a dude's story arc there. Jeez. Anyway, seriously, you guys are gonna love this. Kuro, stop saying die and stuff. Well, of course, the life of a dinosaur or any prehistoric creature, they don't have the said privileges that humans have and are less technologically advanced. That's very true. Mount Evolution erupts and kills most of the characters. There will be no volcanoes in DIR. So yeah. Put Stan Lee in DIR. No. One, I don't know how I do that. And 2, it's probably quite disrespectful to have done that. So yeah. Anyway. Sketch gnome, could we reduce... I know it's... You're trying to... Yeah. Okay. He said no dead characters are coming back. Wow. Jeez. I was going to say that as well, and then I decided against it. But Kiki, he'll just say it. Gosh. Anyway, guys, do you have any questions for me? Because I've said a lot of stuff. Wonder if you guys have any questions about what's going on. And I'll answer them here. So, yeah. Dark humor for the win, my dude. Yes, that was quite dark humor, Kiki. But I like dark humor, so I find that funny, but I'm just... It's not the time. I'm going to make a video about seeing Stan Lee and... come on, Krill, just... Jesus Christ. Boy, are you Logan Paul? Anyway. Anything, guys? No? Cool. The other DIR. That was actually going to be a thing at one point, and I decided to make Jurassic World Misfits instead. But Jurassic World Misfits is pretty much the other DIR. That's where it was originally going to be, and I decided to make it my own thing. So, yeah. I have a question. What is every single second of the show's plot? Okay, so we start off with the death of everyone. No. Carno, you big bitch. Misfits of the Apocalypse is way better than other DIR. Yes, it is definitely better than what I would have done with that. So, yeah. What do you think about the two... No, what? I'm a tad confused on your motives for this series. Are you aiming for a more action-packed series, or a series more directed to educate others, or how about a mixture of both? There's not much education in this. DI, isn't known for its education as a franchise. It's more of just telling an amazing story is what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to tell a great story, and there is a lot of action in it. Not a ton of action. Well, there's action scenes throughout. Obviously, we've got to keep you guys interested, but it's done in a way that's realistic and reasonable, and honestly, it's just the main goal of the season is just to tell an amazing story. That's all I want to do, and that's the plan to do. So yeah, 100 years. Camel, can you spoil exactly nothing to me right now? Well, I'm not going to spoil anything. How long is Billy on break? It's not on a break, it's just I haven't had the time to film it. I've been working on DIR, for God's sakes, considering I can't work on Cenozoic right now because the weather's crap, so... Yeah. First scene, humans launch nuke on dinosaurs, killing every life form on the island. That would be a very depressing start to the season, especially considering that would kind of end the season. That would be an interesting plot line, though, to see a dinosaur survive in a nuclear wasteland. That would be quite cool. I mean, you can go see Misfits of the Apocalypse if you want that, but I'm saying in a more mockumentary type thing. Camel and Billy are taking a break. Confirmed 2019. Jeez, oh. Okay, Kiki. Jesus. So like I said, I've got big plans for this season. It's definitely just... I don't know what to say anymore. I've said a lot about it, and you guys aren't saying much, so... It's just random in the chat right now, I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, if you want to know how long the episodes are going to be, it's very varied. Some episodes are quite short, and some are more of a, So you finish the script completely. I've almost finished this script completely, but it's pretty much finished. Like, I will go through some slight rewrites, I'll edit some things in there, but pretty much I have the story done, So yeah, I'm really happy with where it ends up in the end, and what happens with Buck's character and everything. I'm just very happy about the story. Buck jumps off a cliff because why not? Yeah, well, I mean, that would definitely be a very DI type thing to do. No, he didn't, Kinky Zipper. Billy, don't hit on your father, you screwed up little squirt. What? Will you make more? Will I make more of what? Are you meaning more of DIR? Yes, I have huge plans. This is the start of a new age for DIR. Of just good storytelling. Pretty much, you know, this is DIR's main focus is to tell amazing stories from now on. And yeah, I want to just be very unique with the season going forward. Season 5 and 6, granted, will be more of your more typical stuff, but Season 4 and 7 are going to be very, very cinematic and tell a very confined story. I'm sure the journeys may be far and grand, but they're only focusing on a certain group of characters for both of them. So yeah. Dino videos. But that's not saying Season 5 and 6 are going to be worse, you know. It's just they're not going to be the same style, really. It's more of a more standard stuff. The stories in there are still going to be amazing, but just told in a more, you know, usual kind of way. But the stories are very unique as well, so it kind of balances out. But Season 4 is just going to be great. By the way, Fiasco and I finally chatted and resolved everything. Amazing. Amazing. So like I said, this is coming out on Halloween. So, yeah. Yeah, so let's see what happens. I know this is off topic, but are you still planning on making the second Mammal Mafia? If I can come up with a good story and I have a slight kind of story for it, then yes, I definitely would love to do that someday. Yeah. Oh wow, Dino fan. Okay, Jesus Christ, people. So, when you get the free time, can you give me some advice on Prehistoric Preserve Episode 4 Camel? Sure, Dino Beal. Sure, I'll definitely look into it. That's this and my concern. I want to keep it private, Prehistoric. Yes. He wants to keep it private, everyone. So, does anyone have any questions about anything about DIR Season 4? Seriously, guys, this is your time to ask them. These streams are solely about DIR Season 4, so... The next one of these we'll probably do will be in like a month's time, probably, when I have more to show you, you know. We'll do one of these pretty much every month. Maybe more than that, but that's the plan right now. It's just whenever I have significant progress made or something exciting to tell you guys, that's when I'll hop on. Right now, this is just building the initial hype for DIR Season 4. I really am looking forward to you guys showing you guys this show, because you're going to love it. Trust me, you're going to love it. What will episode 2 be about? What are you on about? What is DRS? Do you mean DIR? I don't know. Bad shit happening to Fiasco, Lisp, and Camel. What the hell? Guys in the chat, could you try and keep your squabbling somewhere else? Because honestly, this is not the time or place for it. I'm all good for this stuff in like a normal stream, but you know, this is DIR Season 4, so please guys, stop chatting shit about people. Episode 2 of DIR Season 4, what will it be about? Well, it'll be a continuation of Episode 1. I can't really go into the specifics of the episodes, really. Will Bugs Herd grow more or be utterly destroyed? Well, we'll have to see in the show. There's definitely some growing and there's definitely some loss, so... That's all I'm going to say. Is the main antagonist a herbivore? I can't confirm what the main antagonist is, but we do have herbivore and carnivore antagonists in this season. So that's all I'm going to say there. We have antagonists of... We're not biased here. We don't discriminate. We've got female antagonists, we got male antagonists, we got herbivore antagonists, we got carnivore antagonists. So, yeah. Camel, there wouldn't be spoilers. Chat, what will episode 1 be about? People don't know what no spoiler is. That's very true. Will there be any main omnivores? Wow, omnivores, their main character. No, probably not. I can't really think of any omnivorous characters in. in just DIR in general. I do have plans for some in the future, though. But as of right now, there's no omnivorous characters in Season 4. I'm very sorry, but that's just the way it is. But don't worry, there's so much to love about this season. I'm sure you'll get over that pretty fast. But you said everyone. Okay, come on. Comsignathus better be in DIR, or I swear. I don't have any plans with compies right now. Actually, there's a scene I could get a compy in there, so who knows. Add cannibalism in this series, you know, to add to the dark atmosphere. I I might be doing that already, you don't know, but I can't say if a character, you know, eats its own kind, but that would definitely be a very good way to make it darker. What is Mesozoic Isle, Kiki's 101? You probably know, right? I'm assuming you're just joking, but it's Kiki's show that he's making. Really good show. Go check it out, guys. He has a lot of these streams, these type of streams on his channel, about his show. That's where I got the idea to make streams about these. Yeah. Kiki's given me a lot of advice on storytelling and trying to, you know, just a lot of stuff around DI type shows. And I owe a good bit of... I owe my inspiration for starting this project to him. A lot of other stuff inspired me to actually come up with this show. You know, Halo 3 ODST inspired a lot of the narrative style of which is told. And so much other stuff added into individual ways. DI was obviously a huge, huge thing on there. But yeah. Mesozoic Isle was your favorite DI show and you haven't even seen it. I'm definitely looking forward to a lot. Include some cool dinosaurs in DIR. I'm sick of T-Rexes. Well, we have a pretty big variety of dinosaurs in DIR. Season 4, definitely. So don't worry, there's something for everyone in there. We got some really cool stuff in there. Theory, General Warsaw is the narrator of DIR Season 4. That would be interesting. Will we see any Spinosaurus Aegypticus, or will we only see Spinosaurus Maximus? Well, I definitely have a plan for a Spinosaurus Aegypticus character in later seasons of DIR, after Season 4. So, yes, eventually we will, you know, it's just Maximus or Aegypticus in Season 4, but I have plans to use both of them in future seasons. Will there be some Gallimimus in DIR Season 4? Probably not, because there is no Gallimimus figures that aren't from Mattel, and I don't really want to use Mattel figures in DIR. And closest thing you'd get is Struthiomimus or Dinokairos or yeah. So that's the closest you'd get. Lamau only T-Rexes. Yep, the show is only T-Rexes, you know. No, there's multiple different animals in this. Tons of different carnivores as well, so don't you guys worry. But T-Rexes are a big thing in the DI canon, so there will always be T-Rexes. Come on, guys. But they're not, you know, anyway. Gallimimus. Gallimimus. Wow. That is something. I'm just looking at the chat, waiting for some stoof. Waiting for some stoof. Let's see. Adds only T-Rexes in series. Breaking news. A human named Crow created a nuke out of anger. Wow. It's quite impressive creating a nuke solely out of anger. That's very impressive. Very, very impressive. Although this season mainly focuses on existing characters from previous seasons, there are a good, decent amount of new characters in this season. Now, that will actually appear in future seasons, some of them. So yeah. Some of them will appear in future seasons. So yeah. Like I said, this isn't really connected. This is to the next coming couple of seasons, really. It still is. You know, there's stuff, all these, the impacts of the story still affect them, but like, this is a very contained season. And very different from what we've had before. Will there be crackhead dinos? Will there be crackhead? No, I don't think there will be crackhead dinos. How does Kiki do these streams, man? It's quite difficult. It's like the later you go in, it's like, oh, it just turns into a shit show. But will we see many Paleozoic and Triassic creatures in Season 4 and onwards? Well, not too many in Season 4 that I can think of at the top of my head, but I would like to do more with them in future seasons. That's usually how it goes. Okay. No, the Wheel of Death. That's from a skit I did for Halloween. So yeah, I just stuck it on my wall. But also, I have a lot of really great fans of the show. Well, yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to build over these streams, getting the hype up. Hopefully, people that see this stream after as well will continue the hype, you know. Yeah, and I'll give you guys some stuff. So. Like King Egypticus and some others who constantly have excellent questions. Well, someone's been giving me pretty good questions. Prehistoric King's giving me a lot of good questions here. Kiki, you were giving me good. Well, you aren't. You were saying cool stuff though. Yeah, we have had quite a few good questions, but anyway. China reacting to DIR Season 4. Random Chinese nonsense praising American reacting to DIR Season 4. Why it needs more burgers. Okay. Did you answer my antagonist question? Yes, I did. I said that we have both female, male, herbivore, and carnivore antagonists. We have just, you know, all kinds of antagonists in this season. Because it's a journey. Buck has some lower level antagonists, and he kind of continues up in that stage. You know, as his journey goes on, because we follow him on, you know, quite a decently sized journey, and as he goes from place to place, he does come into contact with different carnivores and herbivores that, you know, are antagonistic to him. And some of them have some pretty good arcs, some of them have smaller arcs, but there are definitely lots, not too many antagonists, but there are quite a few. There are quite a few in this season. No discrimination on the Cameosaurus channel. Yeah, I mean we don't have any. We don't have omnivorous antagonists, but they tend to be more chill anyway. So yeah. Gosh, but they're you know. Anyway, will there be Cryolophosaurus? I don't think there will be. There is a scene that it could show up in though, so don't give up your hopes yet. It definitely could be in this season. I'm not going to confirm or deny, but it definitely could be in this season. But not a main character in any way. Would a Cryolophosaurus be in this season? We're not going to have Frosty or anything like that, you know what I mean? Frosty the Snowman. Here's a good one. With climate change pushing dinosaurs to different areas, will we see something equivalent to a dinosaur growler bear or polar bear? Basically, will dinosaurs inbreed or breed with other species? No. We're not going to see breeding with other species in this show. Black people, what the hell, Crow? You better have one. Okay. Gibby already broke my heart by killing a cryo brutally. Come on, Gibson. What's that guy doing? First scene. Cosmic meteor hits Dinosaur Island, giving the dinosaurs the ability of speech. I'm on LSD when I invent these. Wow. That's certainly interesting. Well, Crow just went racist mode. Yeah. Yeah, that escalated quickly. Obviously, Crow's not racist, but some stuff he says could be perceived in a negative way. Let's see what the chat is saying, and the chat is saying nothing from what I can see, but that's hip and trendy. We're used to moments of silence. It just means you guys are typing, and you're typing away. That's not what I thought you'd type, but KKK mode activated, and T. Finally, Crow's here. Crow's been here for a while. Growler bear is a cross between a grizzly and a polar bear that are becoming common in the wild. Just clearing that up. Oh, okay. That's quite interesting. But no, there's nothing like that in Season 4 of DIR. Yeah. Will there be acros? I'm not going to go really into the specifics of what kind of stuff's in the season. Because, you know, you want some surprises, don't you? You don't want everything spoiled for you before we get in. So, I don't know. Just more generic or general kind of questions would be preferred as opposed to, will this be in the season? Because I do appreciate your enthusiasm. But at the same time, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. So yeah. And Crow joined the KKK. No, we joined the Crow army. Oh, actually, yeah, it was the KKK. The Crow something. I don't know what it was. Anyway, I don't know if Kiki's still here or not, but if he is, hi. If he isn't, bye. So yeah, a Gorgosaurus would be a cool character because of how original it is. That would be cool. I don't have a Gorgosaurus figure, so there's an answer for you. It's definitely not a Gorgosaurus. By the way, guys, if you haven't liked the stream, please do. I'd appreciate it. Show your support for DIR Season 4. DIR Season 4 announces it exists. Hollywood shits their pants. Yeah! Hollywood better watch out. I broke my arm and I was sad because I couldn't heal. Oh my god. I'm tempted to draw fan art for this series. It'd be greatly appreciated, Prehistoric King. I'm great to know that you're hyped for the show. That is the highest honor someone can receive on YouTube. I'm sure there's higher honors in the real world of, I don't know, winning a Medal of Honor or something, but yeah. The only person I know who used a Gorgosaurus is Cocker34. That's definitely true. Call did use a Gorgus, the Gorgosaurus, in his amazing show or movie there about Chronicles Rivals Assault. I will not ask direct species, but are there any new prosauropods and spinosaurid characters? Are new dinosaurs buff that species? Not that I can think of. There's definitely no new prosauropod characters. So yeah, sorry about that. There's no Plateosaurus or anything in this, but and I can't confirm or deny that there's a Spinosaurus character in this, because that's too spoilery, you know? Yeah, Spinosaurus is a big genus, and people are definitely more wanting to see something. And hey, sorry, stupid family drama. Yeah, family drama's the worst. There's nowhere to escape if that happens. Kiki does love us. He does love us. Anyway, guys, any more questions about DIR Season 4? I would appreciate them. Anyway, I had a lot of fun talking to Gibson about it last night, and you know, he gave me some actually, he didn't really tell me to change anything. He had some little suggestions here and there, but just small stuff. But yeah, he was really happy with the script, and I was really happy that he was really happy with the script, so that made me happy, you know? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I really want to impress Gibson. You know, he's my idol. He's the guy that inspired us all and definitely inspired this show. It's the bloody sequel. So I know if I get Gibson's approval for this and he thinks it's amazing, I know that it will be amazing. So that's where the main confidence is coming from. Ever since last night, I've just been so hyped for this show. And I was really hyped before, but like that has just spurred me on even more to know that. And it's made me very confident in what I'm making. What exactly can we ask? All we want to know is what will be in it. That's true. That is true, I suppose so. Will there be any references to DIR Season 4 and Misfits of the Apocalypse? Probably not, because they're very disconnected stuff. Misfits of the Apocalypse either references the place it's in, so like an apocalypse or something with Fallout and stuff, or the Jurassic Park franchise. So we're not probably, you know, it doesn't really reference stuff from Dino Troop, really. It's more of a broader kind of comedy there. Unlike Billy, which definitely references stuff from Dino Troop. So they're quite different. Misfits definitely applies to a broader audience, while at the same time it doesn't, because it kind of deters a lot of people that don't like swearing. And I could just stop with the swearing, because honestly I can write jokes without swearing, but it just adds this level to the show where there's less of a filter. You know, I can do what I want with the jokes. Yeah, we can turn it into a more mainstream kind of live stream soon. I think we've had the best stuff talked about DIR Season 4, and next time we talk, there will be more, like, better questions, and we'll have more stuff to get hyped about. But for now, I'm just glad you guys are excited for this now. I wanted to get the word out there that this is a thing. I wanted to give you guys some information about it, and I just want, you know, to redeem myself in a way. Not redeem, because I've not done bad, but, like, I just want to make something amazing, and I think this season will be amazing. Okay, everyone, unleash the memes. No, Please don't. I know it's going to a more general one, but I would like to keep it channel focused. Less memes, please. I'm not saying I'm gonna go Hitler mode on you and just ban the memes, but if we could keep them to a little bit less. Manuel 4chan says, yes! Because it's going to a more general live stream. This guy likes comedy, that's why I know, and I'm glad, because I love my comedy shows as well. I love them as much as anything I make. You know, Misfits the Apocalypse is probably one of my favorite things on my channel. So is Billy. I love Billy. Got some great plans for Billy in the future. Just need to get out of this slump I'm in with it. God, no. If you do, I would manhunt all of you. Can I use one Hail Kamuri? Yes, you may use one Hail Kamuri. Hail Kamuri, sorry. Sounds kinky. Jesus Christ. So yeah. Yes, I have ramen. Woohoo! Binge watching time. Yes, Billy Go. Yes, my friend. Hopefully you can get past season 1 and season 2 to season 3, which is pretty good. Not amazing, especially not to today's standard, but at the time it was pretty decent. Anyway, let's check on the chat. Hail Kamuri! Yes, Hail Kamuri. If you guys don't know who Kamuri is, it's a character from one of Crow's shows. He is a big bad guy. Sometimes he's kind of good, but he's the villain of Crow's show, Cool and Good. Camel, are you holding a plastic DIR? Oh no, you're holding a toy. Yeah, I was holding. The Indoraptor. Same thing, to be honest. Yeah, same thing. Pretty much. The Indoraptor is a toy. I mean, it's not a dinosaur model. This is an action figure, so it's a toy. I'm happy with calling this a toy. I love this toy. It's a great toy. But yeah, it's a toy. Lamo, says Dino Fan. Indeed, laughing my ass off. I guess we can talk about DI. That episode 2 came out. I hope you guys saw it. I hope you guys liked it, because I definitely did. My favorite part was just seeing Junior there, to be honest. Because, you know, Junior's a character I made and conceived, so it's awesome to see him in DI. That's very, very cool. I also loved seeing the Styracosaurs back. That was awesome. Loved those guys from season 2. Very cool characters there. So yeah, there's some cool stuff. So yeah. Arya as well, one of my favorite characters of the season. At least in the original script that I read, Arya's awesome. I need a cheeseburger in one of the backgrounds of one of the DIR season 4 episodes, no matter how hidden. Okay. I'm not making any promises. No promises that I know I can't keep. Well, I liked episode 2, but as Kiki said in his Hangout stream, it was kind of repetitive. Yeah, it dragged on a little bit. I think it would have benefited from being a bit shorter as well. Because, I don't know. Some bits went a bit long. But I did really like a lot of the stuff in the episode. It was very interesting. Arya is the name of my sister, so I'm glad she named it. So I'm glad she's named that. It's spelled A-R-Y-A. It's a different spelling, but yeah. Diego Roa in the chat says, hi. Hello, Diego Roa. You should probably watch the stream after it's done, because there's some important stuff early on. It was kinky repetitive, just like all Dinosaur Island type shows. Wow. Okay, well, we're going off on a bit of a tangent here, guys, so I think I'm going to end the stream. It's been a nice 69 minutes, so I think that's the best place to end it, you know. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are looking forward to DIR, and yeah, seriously, I think it's going to be a great show, and you guys are going to love it, so look forward to that coming out on Halloween. First trailers dropping September of 2019. Teasers before that, though, don't worry. But yeah, Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next episode. Goodbye.